Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mumma. It is Thursday, the 26th of April, 2018, and I'm here today for your daily energy reading, and I have the Nature's Whispers Oracle and Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. So I'm just going to allow whichever cards want to come through, and we'll feel into the energies of the day. Apologize for all the noise in the background. There's 4 boys here. Yeah. Just doing their thing. So we've got 24, be your best self always. The ass wants to come through. Be spontaneous. Yay, I don't think I've seen that one before. And let's see what else wants to come through. Clear out the old. To be your best self and be spontaneous. It's pretty difficult to be those things when you are heavy with lots of clutter. And clutter doesn't mean necessarily physical things. Clutter can mean old patterns, old beliefs, old ways of doing things. Anything that feels heavy in your body. And that's about clearing out the old. So I'm just going to clarify each of these cards with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a gift here. There's a gift for you when you be your best self. There's a gift from the universe when you are putting your best foot forward. And you might feel like it's quite difficult to be spontaneous because there's a sense of feeling kind of exhausted and feeling like you have so much to do. We'll get deeper into this in a minute. I'm sorry about all the noise. Having 3 boys. Asking them to be a little bit quiet for a minute, it just really doesn't work. It's fine. I mean, they don't need to be quiet, really. They don't know how to be quiet, really. Clearing out the old. There's heaviness. There's a sense of struggle here. There's a sense of you've got too much going on. Maybe your energy's being pulled in so many different directions, and there's an uphill struggle here. But you're at the end of a cycle, so yeah, there's a sense of being at the end of something here. So let's just read into these cards. First, be your best self always came up straight away. So, being your best self always. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling at this moment? Are you being the person that you aspire to be? Remember that you determine how you feel. You are constantly choosing to feel the way that you feel. It is understandable. We are all human, and there are times when we don't feel 100%. You drew this card to help you remember to access the highest level of emotions now. Don't settle for anything less than you deserve. Do your utmost to achieve more, love more, and to be your best. And when you do so, there could be a gift here. Like a gift, like this is gift in the physical sense. So it could be anything tangible. It could be a gift of money. It could be a gift of some new clothes. It could be a gift of insight into how to better your health. And for me, like being your best self always, it could be a gift of knowledge, like someone's really gifted you something, but it's not the Ace of Swords. This is something physical. So you could be gifted a new herbal tincture that will make you be your most vital, so you can be your best self. You may be gifted exercise machine that will help you have a better body. You might come across some amazing yoga teacher and you start going to yoga classes, anything like that. Any information or anything tangible, some money might be gifted to you so you can go and do a self-improvement course that'll help you be your best self, that'll help you maybe release some of these things over here, like be your best, clearing out the old. Maybe there's something that needs to be let go of, and so maybe this this healing, this workshop, or anything that you've got that's been gifted to you will help you be your best self by letting go of what's no longer serving you. And so let's see what Be Spontaneous. Let's read this one. Be spontaneous. When you are busy, rushing, stressed, worried, or overwhelmed, which is this card, which is really interesting, it is easy to lose track of the simple things in your world that bring you joy. This is a huge nudge to remember to create some fun, rediscover enthusiasm and fascination through adventure and spontaneous happenings. Engage with your life again and take in your surroundings, observing the importance of living life to its fullest. Decide to do something for the pleasure of it and see where life takes you. So maybe you do have lots of your energies going in lots of different ways, and you really can be caught up in the exhaustion of your life at the moment. Maybe you've been pulled in so many different directions. It's school holidays here at the moment, and it's interesting to try and balance everything that needs to be done when you have 3 boys, usually plus 1 or 2 as well, friends here. But it's beautiful because the other day, for example, spontaneous action, as we woke up in the morning, I said, boys, what do you want to do? And they were like, they wanted to go to this trampoline place. So I said, let's go. And like an hour later, we were in the car and we were there. And it was about being spontaneous. I had lots of things to do that day, but it was okay to take a break and just to be with them and just to have fun with them. And it was a really beautiful day, and they appreciated it so much. And because it was so spontaneous, it didn't need to be planned. It was like, let's just feel into the day and see where it takes you type of energy, rather than being bogged down with this to-do list that's never ending. Because realistically, there's always going to be more for us to do, and we're never ever going to get everything that we want to get done. It's endless. It's endless. There's always going to be more that needs to be done. So we need to lighten up a little bit, find a little bit more balance in our lives, and have a little bit more fun. Why are we here? Are we here to stress ourselves out and to be exhausted? Or are we here to find a balance, like to live our purpose, but, have time for laughter and fun and joy? I guess it's just where your priorities lie. And clearing out the old, I guess here, this to me is quite straightforward, that maybe some of those rods that you're carrying, you don't need to be anymore. Maybe a few of them need to be dropped. Maybe a few of them do need to be dropped. Maybe you're holding on to things and trying to make something work that's no longer working in your life. So let's just see what it says for clearing out the old. Whatever you're experiencing now is a creation that you've brought into existence from past thoughts and feelings. While in this moment it may have caught up, you can let go and begin to dream a new reality. Let go of the aspects of this creation that no longer serve you or have a purpose. Release what has gone wrong in the past. Release also any material possessions that do not serve this new dream that you now want to create. Know where you are now. Know that where you are now, you can create anew and begin again. So really you need to ask yourself today, do you want to be carrying all these rods? Are they purposeful for what you want to create? Are they helping you be your best self? Are they allowing you to be spontaneous? Are you allowing new gifts, space for the new to come in? Or are you feeling bogged down and exhausted by feeling like you need to keep doing all of these things, that you need to keep putting your energy in so many different places? What is your priorities now? What makes you feel like you're alive and that you can be your best self and have fun and allow these gifts to come in because there's space? What needs to be dropped? Which one of these rods need to be dropped? What's not bringing you joy anymore? Whether it's, a physical, it could be a home like this. Maybe a home is not bringing you joy because it needs so much maintaining and there's so much land. How are you going to do that? Maybe you need to drop it. Maybe it needs to be sold and you need to move on and find something more simple, like one of those little tiny houses that don't take much energy or effort to care for. Or maybe it's, a creative project that you've been working on for a really long time, but it's lost momentum, but it's dragging you down because it's still lingering there. You haven't cut the energy cords to it. So it's still something that you want to get done, but don't seem to find the energy or the time to do. So maybe it completely needs to be dropped. Or if you really, really feel like it's something very purposeful, create new momentum by dropping something else that will allow you the time and the space to create it anew. Or maybe it's to do with relationships. Maybe some relationships are dragging you down. Maybe these old relationships are taking too much of your energy and you're left feeling exhausted and that there's no spontaneity there anymore. And they're dragging you down, that you cannot be your best self around them. You know, that you're feeling like these relationships maybe aren't bringing out the best in you. And them leaving you feeling exhausted, and it's struggle, an uphill battle. It's too heavy. Anyway, however it pertains to your life, we need to clear out the old, drop some of these rods, because we're feeling exhausted, and we need to not let, our creative, yes, we're here to create, yes, we're here to serve, but if they're getting heavy on us and we don't have balance in our lives, then we're not going to be able to be our best selves. We're able to be our best selves when we're living with joy and love and peace, compassion, in our lives, and loving kindness for ourselves and others. But if we're feeling really heavy and bogged down and exhausted and got too many things, too many old ways of being or heaviness around us, then how can we be spontaneous? How can we be our best selves? We need to create space for these gifts from the universe to come in, to be our best selves, to live our best life, to have fun and be spontaneous. We get to create it. You can create anything anew, and each moment is a new beginning. It just takes one experience and one new person to come into your life, or one gift, one new an epiphany to change your life forever. Everything is change. Everything is constantly changing. But if you're in this space of heaviness with all this old ways of being and stagnation around you, how are you going to allow anything new to come in? There'll be no space. So maybe sit with this today and see where this fits into your life. And are you being your best self? Are you shining your brightest light? Are you allowing these gifts to come in? Are you feeling heavy and stuck? We get to choose. Where are we focusing? Anyway, big love, beautiful people. I shall see you tomorrow.